The first light of day does not arrive with a roar, but with a silent, golden whisper that slowly peels back the cool shroud of night, across the infinite expanse of the African savanna. A thick, silver mist hangs low over the dry grasses, clinging to the contours of the earth. In this quiet theater of survival, the dawn chorus begins, not as a single song, but as a swelling symphony of small, delicate sounds. Dewdrops, heavy and perfect, cling to the sharp thorns of the ancient acacia trees, glistening like scattered diamonds as the sun begins its slow ascent. A solitary acacia stands silhouetted against the sky, transitioning from deep velvet indigo to a brilliant, bruised amber. Below, the earth is cool, damp, and waiting. Through the parting mist, a colossal shape begins to materialize. An old, majestic African elephant stands motionless, a silent sentinel of the plains. The early morning light catches the profound landscape of its skin, highlighting every deep wrinkle, scar, and dust-caked fold of its massive frame. It draws in a slow, deep breath, its chest rising and falling rhythmically in the crisp air. With absolute deliberation, its powerful trunk reaches out, curling around a low-hanging acacia branch. Further along the winding riverbed, where the water flows clear and slow, the morning sun creates dancing, golden patterns across the smooth river stones. Here, a mother giraffe and her young calf make their way toward the water's edge. The mother bends her impossibly long, elegant legs, widening her stance in a delicate, geometric display of balance to reach the water. Every movement is a study in slow motion, as her muzzle touches the glassy surface. Concentric ripples push outward, breaking the perfect reflection of the sky. The audio is incredibly intimate, capturing the soft, rhythmic lapping of the water and the gentle, contented grunts of the calf waiting close by. Nearby, the water surface is suddenly broken by a school of silver fish darting through the submerged tree roots, their scales flashing in the sunlight before they disappear into the deeper, cooler currents. As the morning progresses, the gentle warmth of the sun begins to cook the earth, releasing the dry, sweet scent of parched grass and warm dust. A small family of black rhinoceroses emerges from the thick brush, moving with a surprising, quiet grace despite their heavy, armored appearance. The mother rhino leads her calf, her prehensile upper lip twitching as she searches for succulent shrubs. The macro details of her single, formidable horn are stark under the climbing sun, showing the rough, weathered layers of compacted keratin and the fine cracks born from years of navigating the thorny scrub. When she stops to browse, the sound of her chewing is heavy and rhythmic, a dry, satisfying crunch of woody stems being ground down. The calf mimics her, its small, soft horn barely a bump on its snout, its ears pivoting constantly to catch the distant, high-pitched alarm calls of starlings nesting in the canopy above. Under the water, the world is a serene sanctuary of cool, filtered light. Deep within a tranquil pool of the river, the massive, paddle-like feet of an elephant can be seen from below, planted firmly on the sandy riverbed. Small river fish gather around the giant's limbs, darting through the gentle currents created by its slow, heavy movements. The underwater audio is deep and muffled, dominated by the low-frequency, soothing rumble of the elephant breathing at the surface and the gentle, continuous bubble of rising oxygen. The light slices through the water in shimmering, dramatic curtains of emerald and gold, illuminating floating particles of organic matter that drift lazily in the current like falling snow. By midday, the savannah is locked in a heavy, hypnotic heat. The air above the plain shimmers, distorting the horizon where a vast herd of wildebeest and zebra stands resting under the sparse shade of a baobab tree. The only movement is the occasional flick of a zebra's tail against the persistent buzz of flies, or the slow, heavy blink of a young zebra calf resting against its mother's striped flank. The contrast of the black and white stripes creates a dazzling, dizzying pattern in the bright sun. The soundscape of the noon hour is a quiet, dry drone. The wind sighing softly through the tall, golden oak grass, the distant dry rattle of cicadas, and the occasional soft, horse-like snort from a resting stallion. On a nearby rocky outcrop, a male lion rests atop a sun-bleached termite mound. Massive head cradled on his paws. His thick, golden mane, darkened with age around the shoulders, catches the bright light. Showing the coarse texture of every individual hair. Even in sleep, he is a figure of immense, coiled power. His chest expands and contracts deeply, his heavy breathing a constant, comforting rhythm. A few feet away, a lioness keeps watch, her amber eyes scanning the shimmering horizon with intense, unblinking focus. The muscles in her shoulders are tight, ready to spring into action at the slightest sign of movement from the distant grazing herds. When she adjusts her position, her heavy claws scrape softly against the warm, rough stone of the mound. A dry, sharp sound that speaks of hidden lethality. As the sun begins its long, slow descent toward the western horizon, the harsh midday light softens into a rich, buttery gold. The temperature begins to drop, and a welcome, cool breeze sweeps across the plains, setting the vast sea of grass into an undulating, rolling motion. The savanna begins to wake from its afternoon slumber. A mother cheetah, perched elegantly on a fallen log, calls softly to her cubs. Her vocalization is not a roar, but a high-pitched, bird-like chirp that carries surprisingly well across the quiet air. Her cubs, small and covered in long, fluffy gray mantles that mimic the dry grass, come tumbling out of the thicket, chasing each other playfully. The camera captures the incredible texture of their spotted fur and their bright, curious eyes as they practice stalking and pouncing on dry leaves. At the river bend, a massive hippopotamus rises from the deep water. Its smooth, dark skin glistening with moisture. It exhales sharply, spraying a fine mist of water droplets that catches the golden light, creating a brief, miniature rainbow in the air. The sound is a powerful, wet snort that echoes off the clay banks. The hippo slowly walks onto the muddy shore, its heavy, stubby legs sinking into the soft silt with a wet, squelching sound. It begins to graze on the short, lush grass of the riverbank, its wide, flat mouth acting like a lawnmower, creating a rapid, tearing sound that is incredibly satisfying in the quiet evening. The sunset on the savanna is a slow, dramatic masterpiece of color. The sky transitions from a brilliant, burning orange to deep, dusty pinks and velvety purples, casting long, dramatic shadows across the earth. A herd of elephants silhouetted against the glowing sky. Walks in a slow, majestic line toward the horizon. The dust kicked up by their heavy steps catches the remaining light. Turning into a glowing, golden haze that follows them like a cloud of magic. The only sound is the deep, resonant rumbling of the matriarch guiding her family. A sound so low it is felt in the chest as much as it is heard. As the last light of the sun fades, giving way to a deep, cool twilight, the nocturnal world of the savanna begins to stir. The stars emerge one by one, blooming into a brilliant, dense carpet of light that stretches from horizon to horizon. The Milky Way arching across the sky is spectacular, its celestial glow reflecting perfectly in the still, dark pools of the river. Fireflies begin to blink among the dark outlines of the reeds, their tiny green lights dancing like fallen stars. The daytime chorus of birds is completely replaced by the dense, hypnotic symphony of the night. The rhythmic, metallic chirping of thousands of field crickets, the deep, periodic croaking of bullfrogs in the shallows, and the distant chilling laugh of spotted hyena echoing across the empty plains. In the safety of a deep thicket, a young elephant calf sleeps nestled against its mother's massive body. Its small trunk is curled gently, its breathing soft, and even in the cool night air, the mother remains standing, her large ears occasionally twitching to catch the sounds of the deep, peaceful silence of the sleeping giants is a testament to the ancient, unchanging rhythm of this wild land. The savannah is alive. Even in its quietest moments, breathing, resting, and waiting for the first golden light of tomorrow to begin the beautiful cycle of tomorrow.